So this area, oh, I'm so sorry. This area, when I moved in, when we bought the place, it was full of, you could see well, I wish there were grapes. And unfortunately, it was Welch's. Welch's, they're not sweet. I don't. So it wasn't a grape. It was Welch. They used to make Welch juice out of this. I don't know. So it was very seedy, very sour. Not a grape. So what I didn't have the heart to actually kill it. So I just cut it, and now it's out of control. And what's on top, I'm just gonna use the vines or the trunks as actual trellis down, and I have tomatoes, and I'm using the lower and lean method. Right. These tomatoes are gonna reach up here, and all we're gonna do is, boom, just lower it like this.
Wow.
And this is the lower and lean method. That's it.
Interesting.
And it could keep on growing.
Where did you get the supplies?
Amazon, you can buy this. These are tomato hooks, trellises, but it's very easier. And again, you use these little hooks, which are very cheap also. And that's that. So I got all kinds of tomatoes. This is the Sun Gold tomato. That's a pink tomato. That's a black tomato, pink tomato, brandy wines, long cherries. This is a yellow tomato. Yeah. So all kinds. This is just my tomato. I'm using what I had here, and I kind of transformed it into this. So this is my creation. You know how I created a dragon fruit? This is it.
Look at that.
This is it. And as you could see, I started from a seed.
No way.
This is the seed.
You grafted that?
Yes, I grafted it right here. This is the little cattle, whatever it's called. It's part of the seed. It's still here. It's Asunta 5 crossed with Hana. Hana comes from Hawaii. So I thought that was interesting. And actually, I like the flavor as well of Hana. It's a white inside, but it's actually great. So this is Asunta 5, A5 crossed with Hana. This is a new creation, and boom, look at all this new growth.
Wow,
this is a year and a half tops, max.
Did you produce already fruits in this?
Hopefully this year. This is how you need it to be, and now the plant is ready to produce.
Wow.
And that's just a 5-gallon. It's not overdoing it, or maybe it does need more, but
Wait a minute.
it's
did
okay.
It grow that much from when we saw you?
No, this is a prior one. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yes. This was from a year and a half ago, maybe. Yeah.
In that little container there.
Yeah, just 5. Again, all of this is my rootstock. And here's another trick. If you only want the top part to produce, well, completely lock out all the everything else. So I took out all the thorns from the rootstock because I don't want none of that growth.
I got you.
And I don't want no energy to be producing from there. So all of that is locked out of coming out, and all it's doing is pushing out the growth where it can, which is the top part.
What do you mean locked out again?
So you cut out all the thorns.
So it will not grow.
Exactly, because you don't want that variety at the bottom. I just want the top part.
When you cut off the thorn, then it will not branches out?
Not from the bottom. You're just killing completely the think of it as a freeway. You're locking all those lanes out, and you just left the top part. Yeah.
What grape do you have?
I'm sorry.
What kind of grape is it?
So this was a Welch, but now I don't have that Welch. Well, yeah, that's a Welch. That is the actual plant right there. But I also have all their other grapes over here, which is the red one, the purple one. You could kind of see the grapes right there. Right there are grapes right there. And yeah, just tomatoes.
Your
everywhere.
brandy wines, how do they do?
Brandy wine, they're doing great. No, but I guess they're great. That's what they recommended, and the Sun Gold, that's one of the best ones. That's a sweet 100 over there. It's already fruiting.
100.
Yeah.
I'm growing a brandy wine.
Yeah, this is the long red cherry. I guess that one's really, really good. Long red cherry. Long red cherry, 2 of these. And yeah, they're there.
On the dragon fruit, how do you know when they're ready to be plucked?
Oh, well, the great question. So you can actually see on the color, but again, depending on what variety. But another thing, it's the actual feeling of it. It feels a little bit like, oh, it's not too hard no more. It's got a little squish, and also kind of like a loose tooth. If you shake the dragon fruit, it's kind of like a loose tooth at that point. When it's not ready, it's just you cannot move it. It's not a loose tooth yet. It's not ready to come out. But that's you go by feeling, and you go by the loose tooth kind of feeling way that it's moving. Yeah, because if I just tell you, oh, wait for the color to change. Well, some of them are green, some of them are red, some of them are yellow. So yeah.
So the pieces we just got from you, how do we plant it?
You just
Put the
stick
whole
it.
thing in?
You no. That great question too. You just want to like 1 inch. Do not overdo it. Do not bury the whole thing. It's not a tomato. No, you just want the 1 inch, because you want to prevent root rot. Not root rot. It's stem rot. If you see over there, that's stem rot. Over there, you see how it just looks like wood. That one has all wood because that encounter stem rot, and it's still surviving. It's still fine. Everything got mushed, like just bad, and you just do a little surgery. You take all of that mush away and let it heal, and it's already healed. That's why you see that it's over there, that last one. Sorry for the dragons. Yeah, and over there you see a fruit. That careful, yeah. You do that over there. It's Ecuador Palora as well. So I do have a fruit, and I do have buds on that side as well. And again, it's rare right now, but the season just started.
So you just bury like 1 inch?
Just 1 inch. You don't want to overdo it. You want to, because the roots are going to come out through that bottom part.
And how do you water when you first plant it?
Great question. So when it does not have roots, you don't want to soak it and leave it always. No, just let it moist, just moist. So you planted it, you water it, just moist it, and maybe water the whole thing, but don't every day water, because you're gonna make that thing rot. You just want to let it do its thing. If the soil is drying out, okay, after 3-4 days, okay, let me just do it again. And at that point, after a week and a half, you can actually kind of pull the thing, and it's already gripping. Okay, perfect. Its roots are there. It's that quick.
How many weeks?
In a week or 2 max, you already got roots, and it's ready to grow. Right now, it's the season. It just wants to grow. It needs the heat. The heat is kind of here, and that thing is just gonna start exploding with roots. And at that point, how do you water? This is a cactus, but it is a tropical cactus. They love water. So water good, water well, kind of like a tree.
Once a week?
If you want, or if you want every 4 days, just wait until it's all dry. What I do is I do the feeling. I'm not afraid. I stick my finger in there. If it's all dry, okay. And it wants water again. And I water deep. I water well, and just let it, because the more water you give it, it's just gonna explode in growth, and they love it. They love it. It's a tropical
For those
cactus.
of us that didn't get a trellis, can they hold? Can they just sit like they are for how long?
For a bit, yeah.
Oh yeah, no worries. Oh yeah, this is gonna,
Cuttings.
it's gonna keep on growing. If you want to just plant it and then later put your trellis, you will have plenty of time. It's not gonna reach from here to here in a month. No, it's gonna take time.
But I can leave it for a week or two.
Oh
after
yeah,
cutting.
yeah. Or just put it in soil and just let it do its thing.
Then you could transplant them too once you got the trellis built.
For sure. Put it in a 1 gallon. You just let it sit, and again, this was fast. You're gonna pull it out, and it's
So don't
already
get them
rooted.
mixed up.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, you have time. This is very forgiving. You have time, and yeah, this. So these are the tomatoes. This will be carrots. These are ground cherries. I don't know if you guys ever had them.
Ground cherry?
Ground cherries. I've never had them. They're here. So I'll let you know how they grow. I guess it's kind of like a tomato, but fruit.
Like a gooseberry.
It's yellow
They
ones.
grow 'em. They need their own pot because.
Do they?
Oh yeah, this will get huge.
Huge? Okay.
Huge and lots of fruit. Yeah.
Okay, well, there we go.
Yeah, and it's easy to grow.
Perfect. Yeah. So I'm not gonna
The
trellis
kids will
them.
love it.
Yeah, that was my idea. I want
Yeah.
my kids to love fruit, and I love them to just pick out strawberries, and these are ground cherries. I mean, I don't have much here, so they should be fine. Just base? No, they're not. Okay,
It needs a new. I mean, okay, but yeah, it's big.
it's huge. Okay, perfect. That's why I'm kind of afraid of tomatillos too. So I don't know.
Did you put the paper in?
I'm sorry?
Did you put the papers in yourself?
No. The house was like this, and the garden was after me. This was here again. The prior owner had that Welch, but I nobody was eating that thing, and it was just a bunch of fruit on the ground. Not
So what do you plant now?
so now it's a tomatoes. This will be all trellis of cucumbers all around, and tomatoes everywhere.
You still have the grapes? The Welch?
Yeah, that's there. So that right there growing, it's that Welch. I didn't have the heart to completely kill it, but I did trim it there. I did trim it there, and I mean, that's that. But I'm trying to make the most use out of this area right here.
Well, at least it's already built.
Oh yeah, no, and this is a great thing.
Yeah.
And it's even amazing for dragon fruit, but yeah, because see the dragon fruits are enjoying that part right there. Mhm.
Can I ask about your grow towers? Are they still sold? Or is that old, the grow towers?
The aeroponics, this one, yeah.
Is that what that is?
Aeropon. I guess it's I guess aeroponics, and it's just nutrients and water there, and it trickles down.
Oh, no soil?
No soil at all. That's
You have to plant. Okay. It's
yeah. That's nutrients. Yeah, plugged in electricity, and yeah, you could fit. I believe that's 32 spots. 32, 40. So yeah.
never seen hydroponics before, so.
Yeah.
This is hydroponic.
Or aeroponics, they call it. Hydroponics, it's the other kind, or this is aeroponics. I don't know. But yeah, this, I like the sound. It's kind of like soothing, like a waterfall. Yeah.
So the water
Pedro?
keeps
Yeah.
running.
I see that red thing. Is that also dragon fruit? That's not dragon fruit, is it?
So if you see the branches are variegated, like purple, pink, and I guess this is, well, it's one of the few variegated dragon fruits. And how they got to that variegation was they crossed a moon cactus and a dragon fruit.
Oh wow.
They crossed those two, and the seeds, it's that. But I guess the moon cactus is throwing those balls
Oh, okay.
on an actual dragon fruit. That ball is not the actual fruit. No, it does fruit, but it's more like an ornamental, because I don't think the flavor of that dragon, it's that amazing. But it is rare. It is nice. It is cool to see. I like that pink. Yeah. So that's why those red balls poke
Does your neighbors
up.
get to enjoy some of your dragon fruit?
You know what? No, unfortunately, and yeah, no, I don't think they know about it, and again, they have to do their part if they were willing to, because I don't see the flowers on that area.
They're not outside.
Yeah.
At nighttime.
Not scaling the wall. Well, at least you have the decoration. You
Yeah,
don't need to plant anymore.
yeah.
About how many
And nobody
total
will go
dragon
for
fruit
the yard.
fruit do you get in a year?
Lots, hundreds.
Like 100 or something?
I don't think 500, maybe 100, 100 and something, 200 maybe. Yeah, and you do want to give it full sun. These don't get the full 8 hours of full sun, because this is shaded. So this is not the best area for these, but they do produce quite a bit. The ones from over here to over there, that is massive. Right here, what you guys see on this area, it's full sun, and they love it.
Southern sun.
Yes.
And they're really good for digestion.
Oh yeah. Especially the yellow one. Especially the yellow one, it just makes you go. Definitely. With one. But yeah, over here you can, I mean, I don't know. This is a different kind of dragons. This is the only one that I've seen that has 4 sides. 4 sides. And look at the buds. This is actually going to be the fruit. And it's all It looks like hairs, but look, it turns into like this. So there's different kinds. Over there, that one is sugar, and you could see the difference in the buds. Boom, boom. You could see all the buds.
Have you tasted that one with the 4?
Yeah, it's good, but it's very spiny, very very spiny. Kind of like Ecuador Palora. It's a dangerous hazard, especially for kids. I'm considering, I don't know, but because it's just so spiky, so hairy, so yeah. But it is good. But it's just more maintenance on it. Imagine to take out all those thorns to actually cut it. Yeah, I don't recommend you to start there. But it is quite nice because the growth, the bud, the everything.
What's the name again?
This one is called Black Africanus. Black Africanus.
Oh, and that's got a lot of spine.
Super. Even the fruit is just so much.
What was that again? Black what?
Black Africanus.
And
There's
how long ago did you start all of
about 3 years or 4 years ago, almost 3.5 years. Yeah. So this is Delight. Delight, it's pink in the middle and inside. Asunta 3, Asunta 4, Asunta 5s. Those are just the names of the brand. So yeah, Robles Red, that comes from Wallace Ranch. It's in San Diego. It's an amazing place. If you guys have the time to go out there and buy dragon fruit from her and actually buy cuttings from her, she grows thousands of dragon fruits in San Diego. And I went out there. She took time of her time and she gave me a tour of the whole everything. And that comes directly from there. Robles Red. Robles Red. They actually created that one, Robles Red. That's their own creation, yeah. Robles Red is just a beautiful red dragon fruit.
What's the name of her farm?
Her farm is Wallace Ranch. That's right, Wallace Ranch. Wallace Ranch in San Diego. Yeah, Wallace Ranch. We got Hannah over there. We got Esmeralda. Esmeralda comes from Mexico, Albina. Which is a yellow dragon fruit, white inside, quite rare. That's albina right there. And a lot of people are looking for those different kind of colors in dragon fruits, especially the yellows are quite red. So yeah, that's albina. Very tasty dragon fruit. It comes from Mexico, albina.
Does each dragon fruit need its own trellis, or can I have a pot and put like multiple dragon fruits on one trellis?
You could definitely put multiples in one. I recommend max 4. 4 because these things are just roots.
Okay.
So you want to, they could share up to 4.
Okay.
Up to 4.
Pedro, I read that there's an Israeli type of
Yeah.
dragon. Do you have that?
Israeli yellow. I had them for sale here. I think they're still, I don't know if they're still, so that's a yellow one outside. Israel yellow. It's good. It's good. It's quite good. A little hint of citrusy. And it's yellow outside, beautiful.
How are they compared to, this is a pot, and if you plant it in the ground?
Same. You just got to worry about gophers. If you have gopher problem, they love the roots of these
they
dragon.
need it?
Especially these things grow roots like out of control. So yeah, gophers is a problem.
that thing I see there, is that a bud or what is it?
So this is a variegated dragon fruit. It's called chimera. And the way they created it, they crossed moon cactus, so an actual cactus that throws that kind of thing, and they got into a variegation. So that's just part of the moon cactus coming out.
Red thing looks like a flower like thing.
Yeah.
Are
So
those flowers of this dragon?
it is not the flower. It is part of the actual dragon. So that's why it's that cross, and it actually doesn't grow right. It just, as you could see, it just it grows differently. It will produce a fruit. It will produce a flower. You got to do the same thing, but you do get that extra moon thing.
What are you growing? How?
So all of these are my succession sowing for those towers.
Okay.
I got flowers, cosmos, bush beans, cilantro.
And what do you grow it in?
This is rock wool.
Rock wool.
rock wool. Yeah,
And
and
buy it at
at that place, at that same place, they
Spectrum.
hydroponic
Okay.
spectrum.
Okay.
I can get these things or in Amazon, but
You're amazing.
they
Good
give you
job.
everything. So yeah, this is for those
Yeah,
towers.
for those towers.
For those towers.
Hydroponics
Yeah.
towers.
And I mean, in that table, those are, I guess, the house plants that are living here. So we have some Monstera constellations over there. Just house plants. They're quite tricky, but they're still alive.
And that's what grass is that? Something grass-like thing.
Which one?
Yeah, that corner. No, right here in the pot.
This one? Oh, these are onions.
onions.
Yeah, onions. Bunching onions. Yeah. So I guess over here you guys could see the buds. This is the time to get excited. This is when you start getting these things. This is the time to get excited right here. And this is sugar dragon. Sugar dragon gives you the buds like this and many, many, many buds. Sugar dragon. And this is American Beauty.
Does the pollinate, like if you want to pollinate it, does it produce even though you're just using their own?
This one you could use its own. American Beauty and Sugar Dragon you could use its own. And you could it could even do it on its own.
And why have you cut these out, or is that where fruit was?
Correct. Yes, yes. So this is where last year it gave me fruit. I cut it from here and that was a fruit, and I cut it from here and it's a fruit. And yeah, that's why it's got those cuts. And some of your cuttings have weird cuts, and that is a fruiting, very mature cutting. That's the best. Those are the marks of war, I would say. They're ready to produce. It's a very mature
So the
cutting.
fruit where the thorns come out.
Yeah, every little thorn has the ability to produce a fruit or a branch. Every thorn. Every thorn.
But once it produces fruit, do you have to remove part of the plant? to
Not
remove
really.
the fruit?
Not really. But if you do, you're just negating it from completely getting fruit from that side. Or you could do it like this. Just get the outside.
Yeah.
But it's kind of rare that you're gonna get. You don't want to twist because you're gonna pull the flesh and you're gonna leave some of the. You're gonna open wound it pretty much. It's gonna completely. Some part is gonna stick to the plant, so that's why you want to use and cut it out, and it's okay. And sometimes if you do the cut, like when, yeah, it keeps it more alive, I guess, and it's a cleaner cut.
Does
A
the
little
fruit
triangle.
ever get so heavy that you have to support it the way people support melons?
Not really. These things bend and they're very strong.
Yeah.
But sometimes you do have cracking. Like some of these, this one's cracked. So if I get a lot of fruit, it's still alive and it's still there.
Yeah.
But maybe if I get more weight, it might just completely break off.
I see.
And that unfortunately happened to me on Palora. That's why it could be a lot bigger, but some of them broke off and you need to kind of restart and wait until it grows out again. Yeah, but that's a great question. They're very able to carry a lot of weight. These things carry a lot of weight. Yeah. And over there, I guess we can keep going. So over there, I want to show you guys the first fruit of 2025, which was.
I think you have something plastic. Can I just open up your cubbies and look for something plastic? Put that coffee on for you.
I don't think so. Let me.
You don't want
well, I don't think I need it because I just have the Keurigs.
All right, where would we pour the extra coffee?
Anywhere if you like.
Okay.
Or over there by the tree.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Plants like it.
Yeah. So this is the first dragon fruit of 2025. It just bloomed a couple of days ago, maybe 4 or 5 days. So I got out here and I pollinated it with its own pollen because it's the only flower that I had available, and it is Shayna. Shayna, it's set.
With its own pollen. You
Yeah,
just
I catch it with the brush and a
then
little
you
bowl.
Save it and come back.
And then I from that same pollen, I put it on the stigma and wait. Right there, I'm not 100% if it's gonna stick, but it looks okay. But when it does not stick, it turns all yellow. You could see all that is yellow, and it will be aborting it. So that's how you know. And it just falls off, or you could even twist it off. If it's all yellow, it's not gonna make it. If it's gonna make it, it's gonna stick green. The flower, of course, is gonna die down. That's fine. But I'm talking about the actual little thing will be green. If it's yellow, it will be aborting. So that was the first one.
Flower on all the way through until you pick the fruit or not?
Some people say remove it. Some people to prevent rotting. The flower gets rotten, and if that gets disease, sometimes it goes to the actual fruit.
So what do you do?
But sometimes if you don't, it's still okay. So it's just preference. If you want to avoid that, you can take off. Like at this point, we could remove that flower. It's no longer needed. But if you leave it, it's just gonna dry out, and eventually it's gonna be completely dry, and the fruit is still forming. It's okay. It's just preference. But yeah, that's the first one. Shayna, Connie Mayer, Sugar Dragon, Haley's Comet. It's over there. And I have a few grafts. Over there, I'll show you the grafts. It's easier to see. Grafting, it's amazing. It speeds up the time, but it helps you multiply your dragons. And also, you can get fruit way faster, like I said. So it is recommended, but if you don't, it's still okay. As long as you have a very mature cutting, then why do you want to graft it if it's already going to give you a very fast producing fruit? So that's that. So that's Sugar Dragon, all of that. And don't look at
You
the
have how many varieties?
69 different varieties. And I guess the gardens, I don't know, but garden beds, and so peppers and all of that. I guess people are asking these are tower gardens, tower gardens, I guess by them. It's aeroponics, so it's dripping. It's got a pump. It's pumping up the water up here, and
What do you have growing?
so these are bush beans. These are broccolis, bush beans. These are literally from one of my sunflowers got knocked out. I just cut the flowers and I just put them there so it could look nice. But yeah, they're you can get this out, and it's it's just
What's that back there?
Is that a sunflower?
it's sunflower.
Another
It's
sunflower.
another sunflower, yeah. Peppers, jalapenos, lettuce, yeah. Some char. That's
Do you have different
celery.
strawberries varieties, or
Yeah,
mostly
some
the
June bearings, some ever bearings. But yeah, all around. What I mentioned on all of this used to be strawberries, and I found out the hard way. Roly polies really like strawberries too, so they were getting them, and we weren't getting any. So that's what.
I haven't gotten any fruit. I haven't figured out what's eating my fruit.
Yeah, I found the roly polies, which is unfortunately. So what I did is now it's into containers, into those little ones, and that way they could, yeah. I just
And everything is drip irrigated?
no, no. This is hose. Yeah, I just run my hose, and I just. That's another thing.
All
Drip.
that stuff over there?
Yeah, that's another thing. Drip irrigation will be amazing. That's another project. But so far it's just hand watering. I get my hose.
How long did it take you to water?
Like an hour.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
And you can
That's
check
not
on
bad at
everything.
all.
Yeah.
An hour.
Like an hour. Again, these I don't have to do anything but fill in the water and nutrients. That's about it. Yeah. And yeah,
They
that's
electrically powered?
electricity running.
If you don't clean up, then we're good.
Yeah. So that's that area, and more garden beds over there.
That broccoli that's growing in
That's soil.
that tub over there.
Yeah, that's soil garden beds.
Is that just regular broccoli or is that a particular variety?
I believe these are the Checos. The Checo broccoli?
This?
Yeah, the Checo, which I have to harvest. It's about to
like
flower.
ready.
Yeah, because I
Yeah.
saw some on a website
Yeah.
that looked like this, but it was claimed to be an excellent hot weather
Yeah.
broccoli.
Correct. Which I also, I believe I know, well, one variety that I found, it's called Sun King, and that's a heat tolerant broccoli.
I hadn't heard of that one. This
Sun
one,
King.
I can't remember the name. It's
Yeah.
different from that, but
Correct.
I want to try this one that I found, and
Yeah.
I thought maybe this was
So,
it.
yeah, no, these
'Cause
are
it
the
has this
Checos.
kind of a big look to it.
Yeah, these are the Checos. These are planted since probably December, January, or somewhere like that. So I harvested over here. This is purple sprouting broccoli.
Yep.
Purple sprouting broccoli.
That'll live forever.
Yeah. it's-
Those will be perennial here.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
Well,
you-
at
if
this
you
point,
keep
I'm.
them going.
Yeah. No, I think I'm
I have
getting
one
ready
that's
to give
been
up on
growing
it.
for about 3 years.
Yeah. Some more peppers. These are zucchinis, and this is a different kind of zucchini. So you could see the difference in color. Over here, it's where I can show you guys the grafting. So grafting over here, I grafted this one. This is Asunta 6. It is a very rare, very expensive dragon fruit. Not a lot of people have it, and a cutting like this sells for like $90. Asunta 6. So I just cut a little piece. The mother planet's somewhere over there or over there, and I grafted it onto here, and boom. This should be ready to flower.
How long did that take?
About a year ago that I grafted it, and all of this is a year and some. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So I should be getting fruit from Asunta 6 this year. So all of this is Asunta 6.
In
Yeah.
1 year?
Because it's grafted.
Because it's grafted.
Because it's grafted,
Okay.
yeah.
And these you said you pollinated, which
Yeah.
is why they're so big.
So how did
Yes,
you? I
these
guess
are
I
from-
gotta. Where did you go? Where did you see how to graft? You just went online and looked
Yeah.
on
There's
YouTube or something.
There's online the videos, tutorials.
'Cause I might graft the honey mayor because I have a long one.
Yeah.
It's a Vietnamese red and.
Okay. Yeah, you could just take a piece and graft it onto
graft it
that.
onto that one.
Yeah.
Come to the Orange County grafting demonstration every January.
She was there. She was there in January.
We had
Yeah,
somebody
yeah,
that
yeah,
was
yeah.
demonstrating.
He was,
that.
yeah.
Yeah. And again, this is ready to go. And you could
Those
tell
are
on this
gorgeous.
because the thorns are ready to fall out. When this variety it's ready to harvest, the thorns are very easy to brush off.
Okay.
That's Ecuador
Have
Polora.
you tried that already?
I'm sorry?
You've already tried that one already?
Yeah, it tastes like honey. Very
Oh, you say
sweet.
like honey,
Very
right?
sweet.
Oh, okay, okay.
It's a white flesh inside. This is ready. Again, I left it so you guys could see it. And if you touch it, you could see like, oh, okay, it
How many
feels.
yellow varieties are there? Or do you have here?
I have a
Besides
couple. I
the-
got
you
like
do?
5, 6, maybe.
okay.
But yeah, those are more rare.
This is the one that takes longer, right?
Yeah, that's the only problem that from the flower to the actual fruit, 180 days.
And the other
That's
yellow
couple
one-
months.
Yeah, and so the other yellow varieties don't take that long.
No, like the Israel yellow, the other yellows, ISIS yellows, 30, 40, for 35, 40 days, you're good to go. Yeah. But the flavor is different and it's great too. This is very sweet like honey
Okay.
and comes from Ecuador. Yeah. This one, they mass produce it in Ecuador since it's a lot hotter. They're always, yeah, it's a great environment for them. But you could see here how I started. This is how I started with one little cutting from right here.
Yeah.
It started, and then I cut a piece and I grafted over here. This is a graft right here.
You think it's easy to graft? They take or?
Very easy to graft, yeah. I had no experience and I just started messing with it. Everything kind of took, and I learned more when it didn't take. So when it doesn't take, you're learning more because why? What happened? Oh, okay, maybe the tape, or maybe I had it in full sun, or maybe. So you're learning, and then you just start over. It's very easy. Boom, tape it up, and ready to go. And this is a seedling from an actual yellow dragon fruit that I bought in store.
Wow.
I grew the seed and I grafted it onto here.
So that took a.
And this is
How long did it take?
about the same actually. So because I grafted it onto over here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's ready. It's actually already producing it. I think it's these. But yeah, 2 years ago I grafted
And the
that one.
flower is white?
It's white.
It's a white
Yeah, this
flower.
is a white flower. And I think I'm gonna start doing this more because dragon season ends and they're just there. But I can. I'm gonna start doing this more often. Putting sweet peas,
yeah.
because sweet peas we have to plant them in the fall. And so that's what I'm gonna do. But to prevent all these root rot and competing with the actual, I'm just
Yeah.
gonna put in some pots on top of here and just let them grow and just have some beauty
that's
during.
always nice.
Yeah, because other than that, they're just standing for. The season ends and then that's it. The season ends around, well, when the cold gets here. That's it. They're done. Yeah, yeah. So these are sweet peas and very
So besides like the Connie Mayer, the flower is like a pink flower. Is there other varieties that have a pink flower?
yeah, a lot of them. Asunta 6, Asunta 5s, and
Okay.
and Bruni also. The sister is also red flower. In pink. Axe is another pink flower, pink or reddish flower.
Do you know what the fruit is like on the axe?
Yes. Unfortunately, axe tastes a little bit like onion.
No.
So I didn't quite like that one. Yeah, sometimes you get that oniony flavor, and sometimes it's just right. So I don't recommend that one too much. Axe, which
I
is
just picked up one of those.
axe.
today.
Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't even sell any of here because I don't know. If I don't like it, maybe you guys will not like it either. But some people love that, and that's where there's all kinds of flavors
Yeah.
and colors. Yeah. And yeah, I mean, I don't know if you guys have any questions.
Is that a sprouting cauliflower or is that just a
Cauliflower.
regular cauliflower?
Cauliflower is just, I obviously missed the timing.
Thank you so much.